We have some hands-on impressions of Gran Turismo 7's free PSVR 2 update. This is one of the bigger titles that's launching for PSVR 2 and will be there day one. This is coming from the PlayStation blog. It was written up by the project manager at Sony Interactive Entertainment. And they say here, while Gran Turismo Sport offered a tantalizing taste of the GT experience using the original PlayStation VR, letting users don the headset for a limited slice of the game, GT7 supports PSVR 2 with no such compromises. The cars, tracks, races, and license tests are all here, with the exception of split-screen support, and playing the game again with the new headset and DualSense controller is nothing short of revelatory, even as someone who logged more than 200 hours on the track throughout 2022. So these are his impressions. Big surprise, it looks amazing. GT7 is a stunner, but as I assumed, the conversion to PSVR 2 might entail some obvious but understandable compromises. That said, I'm pleased to report that my concerns were unfounded, as the game looks marvelous in its VR conversion. Image quality and clarity are dramatically improved over those of GT Sport, and I never felt myself weighing the pros and cons of the visuals compared to simply playing on a flat TV display. In short, the game looks great and really highlights the virtues of PSVR 2. Next up, he is talking about how you can view all of your cars in the showroom. He says players can now look around at any of the 450 plus cars in the game using the VR showroom, which is accessible from your garage. This feels like the natural culmination of Polyphony's incredible efforts in bringing each car to life. The plastics, wood paneling, leather, vinyl are now viewable at your leisure. Getting up close and personal with various stereo systems, dashboards, and dials is weirdly one of the things I'm most looking forward to once I have a PSVR 2 at home. The novelty of peering around the back seat of each car cannot be understated. He talks about head tracking and how it's a game changer. While it may sound unremarkable on paper, being able to freely look around during a race with your view untethered from the front of your car provides tangible benefits, both in terms of performance and presence within the virtual world. For example, while driving into a sharp corner, it's possible to look beyond the immediate turn to the rest of the track and plan your next move. This is one of those intuitive, real-life driving behaviors that feels somewhat uncanny to experience in a game. He also talks about a new sense of scale and speed. Another upshot of the I'm actually driving a Mazda 787B feeling is a newfound sense of claustrophobia and danger, in a good way. Motorsport can be quite dangerous, and those of us with no personal experience can get a better sense of that in VR. The increased tangibility of a race car's purpose-built, rough and ready interior, along with the real limitations on visibility, narrower windshields, roll bars, etc., dramatically heightens the sense of speed and intensity of a race. On the opposite end of the spectrum, PSVR 2 offers a new perspective on the track environments themselves. For example, the mountain range at Dragon Tail feels genuinely huge and imposing, and the desert at Willow Springs somehow feels, well, more desert-like. The vast emptiness of this Southern California expanse is perceptibly vast and empty. It's a sensation I've never had in a game before, and it made tearing around the arid landscape feel liberating. He closes it out by saying, my time with GT7 also highlighted one identical benefit of the new PSVR 2 hardware that I haven't previously considered. Since the headset no longer requires a camera to track your position in 3D space, you no longer must be overly concerned with your position relative to the TV. It's a small change that I anticipate will make me far more likely to use the headset during daily play sessions. So yeah, I know that was a bit much, but you know, it sounds incredible, right? Like, I think GT7 is one of the biggest, if not the biggest launch title that will be available for PSVR 2. And, you know, it's just cool to kind of hear these impressions and hear how much of a game changer it actually is.